Mode.
Good morning, everyone. Pleasure to be here this July 28th, so, midsummer, I guess. Look forward to an exciting LaunchPad webinar series today. A lot of different updates coming out from the our internet space, our e-marketing world, our online marketing world. So look forward to a few bits of news, as well as we have a few reports to share with you. Amalia is joining me as well. Mamalia?
Yes, hi. Yes, hi there. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of connectivity issues there, but I just want to say good morning to everyone and welcome.
Excellent. So to begin, just our usual housekeeping very quickly. If you can just let us know through the chat that you can hear us, that will be great. Just if you can just say, if you can hear our voice and sound check is all good, we will begin. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. Um, Okay, so let's begin with today's webinar, and just to looking at the agenda. Looking at the agenda today, we have our latest news and articles. Some news coming out from Google, Bing. Very interesting news coming from Google regarding the latest Panda update, which we will talk about. We also going to be touching base about on Moss's new report, 2015 report. It's an industry-wide report specifically for online marketers. So a lot of tidbits of information that I found valuable, and also just talking a little bit about what's out there in the market. What are the activities that other online marketers are doing? What are the tools, best business practices? We'll talk a little bit about that. Then we have also a best practices compilation of ideas regarding YouTube optimization. It is a topic that we've discussed. As a matter of fact, we talked a little bit about video optimization last week, and it's something that we've been touching base at ALM specifically for a few months now in regards to not just adaptive SEO, but also the fact of the matter that more and more users are preferring or prefer visual aids, visual interaction, visual over text, right? So YouTube optimization is going to plays a very critical part, especially since YouTube is now the second largest search engine in the world. So I don't want to say forget about Bing and Yahoo, but when you think about search engines, you think about Google, and now you should start thinking about YouTube, specifically now where video is very important. Video optimization will be very key to your clients' online success as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then we'll go through some questions and answers. So definitely have a good webinar today in regards to YouTube optimization. So to begin, as I mentioned, and it was something that has been rumored in the industry for the last little while in regards to the new release of Google Panda 4.2 is here. It was actually confirmed by Google that the refresh or the rollout actually started happening on July 18, 19. So it was 2 weekends ago. They just confirmed it mid last week. So be on the lookout because as you know, with these type of algorithm updates, they don't happen in live time, right? They actually happen over time. They roll out slowly. So you may not have noticed, or you may have noticed if your site was refreshed, you'll notice that that the update's out there. Now, basically what Google's saying that the update will take a few months to roll out. That means that although the Panda algorithm is still site-wide, some of your web pages might not see a change immediately. The last time we had an official Panda refresh was about 10 months ago, back in September 2014, so almost a year ago. And as a matter of fact, just looking at trends and what webmasters are saying, they didn't really notice much and in their website, so we haven't really gotten a lot of feedback. However, this is due to the reason that it's rolling out very slowly. So far, it has affected about 2 to 3% of English language queries, primarily focused in North America. Okay, so Panda's Google Panda update is here. Now the rollout means that this is a good thing actually, because of the new rollout, which pretty much what Google does is just trying to update and refresh its algorithms, right? What it does actually will do to individuals who have followed the system, who have followed clean SEO practices, specifically when it comes to content writing, content marketing. The rollout means that anyone who's penalized by Panda in the last update has a chance to emerge if they made the right changes. So if you were hit by Panda, you unfortunately won't notice the full impact immediately, but you should see changes in your organic rankings gradually over time. So it does give a chance to those sites that were hit a year ago to redeem themselves. Now again, what Google Panda focuses, it actually is a filter that prevents low quality sites and or pages from ranking well in search engine results pages. So if you recall, what Panda was all about was what they call quote unquote thin content, or it was in response to farm content writing, where websites were just putting content on their site that was very thin. There was no substance. In some cases, it was very little content. So obviously there was no relevance, no authority to it, and that's why Google released Panda 4.2. But if you want to learn more about the actual Panda, I actually have the link here. You can search it through Wikipedia as well as through Search Engine Land, and they have a whole history about how Google started with the update. Why was it called Panda? So anybody that wants to learn more about it, feel free to go through there. Okay. So, however, if you do notice some changes in your website, feel free to connect with your production team to try to understand if in reality your site's being affected positively. Let's hope the better regarding this update. Hopefully it's not negative, right? Because by now, if you have any clients, you should have already forewarned them to have strong content. The other key thing is it's also a great opportunity because you may be faced in the next few months with clients who have been negatively impacted by this update, and they'll want to fix their ways or fix the situation by calling you for consulting or actually fixing their websites and adding proper content. So anyways, a little bit more on the Panda update in the next few weeks as this continues to roll out. Amalia, I think you have something to share with us in regards to the monthly
Yeah,
search rankings.
I do. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you.
Sorry,
Yeah,
hello, can you hear me okay?
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm so sorry. I keep on losing connectivity here for whatever reasons. But yes, I came across this new article. It's in regards to U.S. desktop search rankings. They are basically holding steady. Google maintains 64% share, and I sort of want to share what the rankings are up to date. Google and Ask each basically dropped about 1/10 of a percentage point in .com Score's monthly rankings of the domestic search market. And for the second consecutive month, there's little change in .com's U.S. desktop search engine rankings. Google is still the overwhelming leader with 64% of the share of the market. Ask is showing with less than 2%, with each losing about 1/10 of a percentage point between May and June. Microsoft Bing is showing at 20.3%, Yahoo at 12.7%, AOL at 1.2%. Basically, all showed no monthly change in the rankings, which measure basically an explicit core search. .com Score reported 17.5 billion explicit core searches were conducted in June in the U.S., down from 18.2 billion in May, which is substantial. Google's total was 11.2 billion. Bing had 3.6 billion, followed by Yahoo at 2.2 billion. Ask Network with 301 million and AOL with 202 million. So that's the current update with Google rankings. Armando, did you want to add to that at all, or?
No, I mean obviously you can see that some of the searches did go down because of the summer months, so
Yeah,
that could be a reason why. Interestingly enough,
exactly.
we've been talking about in the last few weeks, or actually probably even a few months, about Microsoft's or Bing's changes to try to reach to gain some traction, perhaps even Yahoo's partnership to try to get some traction as well from there. And it looks like it hasn't happened so far. As a matter of fact, as you mentioned, They actually lost 1/10 of a percentage, right? And when you're talking about billion
Yeah.
of searches, it does equate to a couple 100,000, right? So that's interesting. Also, interestingly enough, and again, it could be because of the summer months, but even Google losing 0.1% and just holding on to holding on to that 64% total, right? So
Exactly.
that's we'll see what ends up happening, but nothing big. I mean, this is again U.S. desktop search rankings. I believe they'll have the 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 global or North American ones by next week. But anyways, just to keep you up to date,
Mhm.
nothing major, nothing out of this world in regards to the ComScore search rankings results. Okay, thank you, Amalia.
Thank you.
Okay. About 2, 3 weeks ago, and even last week, we talked a little bit about Bing and how there was a drop in organic referrals. And at that time, we didn't know, Microsoft nor Bing had commented on the reason why there was a drop in organic referrals. But however, as of last week, Bing actually did come out officially and indicated that this is what what they mentioned was that it could be that the reason there was drop in organic traffic was due to their HTTPS migration. They found that the reason this got discovered was that SEO specialists found that webmasters, they began to find that analytic tools showed a widespread drop in traffic being reported from Bing organic search source. At the same time, there was a spike in Bing referrals, so they thought that most of the traffic from organic was being sent to or was being transferred into the referrer sites as opposed to properly being um, shown or resulting in the organic search. But like I said, a Bing spokesperson finally got back to the team at Search Engine Land, and they mentioned that their move to encrypted search by default, as reported here, is currently ongoing, and that's their combined effort on how search traffic is being identified. We'll probably have an issue in the next few weeks regarding this. So as Bing also follows a little bit about on Google's footsteps of focusing on trying to focus on HTTPS or secure search. This is an area where you may see some changes in your organic referrals, right? Sorry, in your organic search traffic. They haven't really clarified if Bing is going to enable these clicks to be reported as organic versus refer, but they haven't heard back, at least the team at Search Engine Land. And if you recall, when Google went through this process, they actually removed the keyword data, but they still passed the traffic that came from search. So our search results or organic search results were still showing in the reporting. In this case, the data is a little bit skewed because it looks like it's showing, as opposed to the organic search results, is showing, like I said, on the Bing referrer sites, right, or Bing referrer traffic. So we'll see how that happens, because right now they haven't really provided us with a lot of feedback from there. But if you do see some anomalies in your Bing traffic happening there, most likely is due to this HTTPS migration that they've done. Okay, so just some tidbits of news. I know there are some ICs that really keep an eye on their Bing traffic, so this is something to share with them. Amalia, you also were going to share with us a little bit more about the autocomplete API shutdown by August 10th.
Yes. So this is something I do want to share because it has officially come out that Google is announcing that on August the 10th, 2015, they will be closing down their autocomplete API. Google stated that the unsupported API has no official restrictions and thought that the API being used in both ways they found useful in other ways that were not so useful. So this is where the decision came that, to basically shut this all down. Basically, a representative from Google wrote that in the interest, this is what was quoted, that in the interest of maintaining the integrity of autocomplete as part of search, they will be restricting unauthorized access to the unpublished autocomplete API as of August 10th, 2015. They basically want to ensure that the user's experience autocomplete is being used the way it was designed to be used. As as a service closely tied to search. Google believes that it provides the best user experience for both services. For publishers and developers who still want to use the autocomplete service for their site, they do have an alternative. You basically refer to the site, they will provide you those alternatives. Google Custom Search Engine, also known as CSE, allows sites to maintain autocomplete functionality in connection with the search functionality. Any partner already using the Google CSC will be unaffected by this change. For others, if you want the autocomplete functionality after August 10, 2015, they do advise to go to the CSE sign-up page Google has provided. So just make sure that you follow that link. I provided the link here on the presentation, so I'm sure it'll route you to the right direction for those who are interested. Google also believes that many of the SEM and keyword tools use this API to generate new keyword ideas, and this may affect some of the tools that you are using. So please do keep that in mind. So again, keep in mind, August 10th, this will no longer be functional. Armando, did you want to add? Sorry, I may have lost Armando there for a moment.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, no, I was saying that this specific piece of news I didn't get a chance to review thoroughly, but I'm sure that many individuals who kind of use the autocomplete as a way to trying to find out what are those favorite keywords happening out there, or some good searches, it may be a bit sad. But again, like as you mentioned, there is a bit of an alternative way of using it, and Google has provided instructions. I will tell you that just reading a little bit about it, there was a little bit of dissent amongst the webmasters because they felt that it was a tool that shouldn't have been shut down. But anyhow, what can we do, right? Thank you, Amalia. The other thing that's also important, equally very important, is that Google will shut down, or as of July 20th, so as of today, actually not next week, today, they will start shutting down orphan Google Plus pages. Okay, now Google's going to unverify inactive Google Plus local pages, and business pages that have not been claimed or with unresponsive owners are effectively going to be shut down on July 28th. I am sure that if you're working with a production team or yourself and you've claimed for your clients, everything is good to go, everything is clean. But if you are in a situation right now where perhaps your client has not really claimed their Google Plus because they never received a postcard or they never try to do telephone confirmation, etc., we may have to review this as well. So you want to make sure that all of your clients' Google Plus pages are actually verified. Now, this is part of a general cleanup of unclaimed or dormant pages listings, according to Mike Blumenthal, who's a blog author. He also asserted that the move is a final step in separating local from Plus. So Google Plus and Google My Business or Google Local. Indeed, it would appear to be part of the larger move away from Google Plus. Again, let's wait. I mean, the whole move away from Google Plus has been mentioned over and over in the past 6 months, and obviously Google's not making any knee-jerk effects into just shutting down Google Plus. However, this could be something. In the meantime, what that means again is to make sure that that your clients have their websites their Google Plus pages optimized, right? So here are some things that the Google Maps team recommends. Encourage your business customers to verify their listings if they wish to retain their Google My Business page, right? So verification is very important. If a business owner decides later they would like to have a Google My Business page, please advise them to create a new page and verify their listing. This may be a little bit of an issue because sometimes last time there was a bit of an update in this, there was some companies and clients were finding out about 2 or 3 different Google Plus pages or unclaimed pages, right? So there may be a little bit of a backlash in regards to that. So if your client comes across 1 or 2 pages that he hasn't claimed, don't worry about it. It's just Google probably having multiple pages or duplicate pages of their Google Plus. It's just a matter of connecting with Google and letting them know. That's how we've been fixing this, because we were faced with several situations where the client and us, we in the IC, we already submitted the postcard code and claimed it, but there were additional Google Plus pages that were floating around that were also popping up in the search results. So we had to definitely take it with Google in regards to removing those. So if there's an anomaly, just connect with your production team or or the team here at ALM or directly with Google. The other thing is, again, if they want to open that up later, they will be able to create a new listing in the future. One of the key things is the business view virtual tour can be then transferred to the new verified listing. Please log a case to our support team to request the images for your business customers to be forwarded to the new GMB page. To avoid this, just get your customers to confirm it. Hopefully, they'll have some time today to do that. Otherwise, you know what, you're gonna have to try to fix this issue. So here I kind of pointed to a link that talks a little bit more about it. I'm just going to press pause for a second. I do have a question also that perhaps I can share with you. What is a verified page and what's not a verified page. So hopefully before the end of just give me a quick second. Here I'm going to share with everyone the actual link where you can find more information about it. I think it's very good that at least you do a little bit of for your clients, you do a little bit of cleanup or just a review. I'm just looking for Google Plus quickly to share with everybody. Just give me a quick second, just to kind of tell you how it looks. Okay, here we go. Okay, very quickly here, I'm sharing a page that has been optimized and claimed. Typically, you'll find that this is a verified local business, so you'll have a little bit of a check mark, right? You have a check mark at the top, and if it's not, it'll pretty much say unverified. So just make sure that this is this little check mark is in your client's Google Plus page, so that way you can see that the profile indeed has been verified. So somebody had asked, I think it was Bob, in regards to how do I know that it's a verified? So this is a way. It has a little check mark. Right. Apart from that, also, I don't have access to this one's backend, but also I believe that in the once you log into the specific Google My Business, you actually have an opportunity to see if it's been to confirm that it's been verified. But from the front end, this is a way of you kind of seeing that. Okay, I'm just gonna move away. Okay, give me a quick second. Just trying to. Just give me a quick second here, trying to manage a few things. Let me go back to my screen. Now, if you do have a personal Google Plus page, yeah, you should also try to confirm and verify that one. Typically, this is only applies to business pages, so it shouldn't really affect your personal pages. Okay, this is what we've been told. Amali, if you don't mind just making a note of this, because otherwise I'll forget, maybe following up in regards to the business.
Yeah.
But yeah, Google Plus personal pages, do they have to be claimed officially by their owner? So just let's have let's just have the team review that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Amalia. Yeah, just because I forget, and then I don't want to. I want to make sure that I don't forget. Okay.
Not a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to share is an interesting survey. Actually, it was not a report, but a survey actually from Moss. They actually released their 2015 online marketing industry survey that actually surveyed 3,600 online marketers, mostly in the search industry. So either search or SEO or SEM. So it's a pretty big data, sample data. And here are some of the data points from the survey. I'm actually gonna share some other things, but here are some top level things that you should know. 49% of the one survey are in-house search marketers. So obviously 51% of them are freelancers or through agencies. The majority of 71% of those in-house marketers had small teams. Please do keep in mind that some of these in-house marketers do include agencies, so it doesn't mean that they're actually working for an organization. 36% worked with over 20 clients in the past year, so you can kind of see the the size of some of these marketers in our industry. 81% said they provided both SEO and SEM services, which are primarily the services that our WSI community provides. 85% were involved with content marketing. Very true trend. Part of our SEO packages. You can definitely say that about 15% of clients like to do their own content marketing, and all we're doing is optimizing. 66% of those said the content marketing was SEO focused. Google Search Console was used by 87%, or Google Webmaster Tools, whereas Bing Webmaster Tools was used by 43%, which is actually good. So if you can set up a Bing Webmaster Tools specifically in North America, for your clients, that'll be definitely another tool that you can use to kind of find trends and keywords specifically for Bing. Google Alerts and Google Trends were the top content tools. 91% use Google Analytics, followed by 23% using Crazy Egg. Interesting mention of that. And they have the full report. And I'm actually going to share an interesting slide about this, because these are some of the top agency services by these 3,600 online marketers that were surveyed. So SEO came at number one with 94% of them. So SEO continues to be a service that gets provided via agencies, right? Number two, SEM, search engine marketing. Number three, social media marketing. Number four, content creation and curation, right? At 75%. And number five, web development. So you can see that there's been a decrease in that. Interestingly enough, as WSI's as we move into inbound marketing and into marketing automation, it definitely gives the WSI community a bit of an advantage over just the standard online marketers out there, because they're only focusing on SEO, SEM, social media, content creation, and web development. But as you know, there's also a great demand. There's an increasing, not a great demand, but an increasing demand in inbound marketing, and even further into marketing automation, specifically for bigger organizations, right? So that's something to watch out for. I'm going to share a little bit more about this if you just give me a quick second, because I found other tidbits of information, and I'm going to actually place the I'm going to actually place the link for you after, so you can have a look at that in regards to the Moss report. So this is the Moss report. Let me post it for everybody to see. Okay. SEO and SEM, what is the difference? SEO is search engine optimization. SEM is search engine marketing. And basically, search engine marketing is in reality paid search, right? That's what it's another way of saying that, paid search. And paid search can encompass, obviously, not just Google paid search, but Bing, Yahoo, as well as a little bit of social media paid search. It's kind of in between social media marketing and social and SEM, but primarily is paid search. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is really the top tools, which I share with you: Google Webmaster Tools, Google Keyword Planner, Open Site Explorer. Interestingly, it's a Moz product. Moz Pro, another one. Screaming Frog, Yoast, SEM Rush comes in 7th place. Bing Webmaster Tools number 8, Majestic SEO 9, and Hrefs. These, by the way, are all great tools. Now you have to understand that the individuals that were surveyed most likely were also part of Moss's database. So a lot of these respondents, were probably users of Open Site Explorer or SEM Rush, right? So, or Moz Pro. So that's why you can see that. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad tools, but just kind of keep that into content. Content tools, again, Google Alerts, Google Trends, Reddit, BuzzSumo was number 4. So this is actually, these are very good tools for you to use. And as a matter of fact, with Adaptive SEO, we always try to use Google Alerts with our clients. So, 59% of that. Top analytic tools for all of you that always want to know, okay, what are the best analytic tools out there? What should I be using? You can see here that 91% of them obviously use GA, right? Google Analytics, 23% Crazy Egg, 3% WordPress Stats, HubSpot, Kissmetrics were also great tools. Web Trends, interestingly, at number 9, and Adobe Analytics at number 6. Again, take these stats from a different perspective. That this is the Moz community, so they could be a little bit biased. However, it does give you a good sample of 3,600 online marketers. Top social tools: Facebook Insights. It's used widely in our adaptive SEO. Hootsuite, Twitter Analytics, Bitly, Moz Pro. LinkedIn Insight came at number 7. Okay, interesting. I thought they would come probably a little bit higher than that. So these are some of the great tools that you can use with your clients as well to kind of show some analytics. Social networks, obviously Facebook number 1, Twitter number 2. Here we go. A lot of people are writing off Google Plus, and this is a 2015 survey. Online marketers are still using it, so I wouldn't recommend that you put that to the side. As a matter of fact, I myself have spoken about Pinterest and Instagram as up and coming social networks, but if you look at it, they're only at 30 and 22%. So don't put aside Google Plus yet. Don't don't lose faith in it. Obviously, LinkedIn being 58, YouTube starting to creep up as well. So amongst the top 5, and I believe that this is going to grow as well, just because of the nature of YouTube now being recognized as the second largest search engine. But anyhow, this gives you a good outlook on what you should be focusing or you should be consulting your clients on what to use, right? So these are your standards, your top 5, and then you have your additional ones. Obviously, from industry to industry, Pinterest may be more valuable than, let's say, Twitter or Instagram, but this is a predominant outlook on it, right? Quora, number 4, interesting. So these are the top 5 activities. Another one that's very interesting of where SEO or experts or online marketers spend their time: analytics, right? Keyword research, site audits, content creation, and social media marketing. Okay, so if you recall, there was a big buzz on social media about 2 years ago and up to probably about a year ago, and social media is the number 5. The astute and educated online marketers are spending their time focusing on analytics and looking at keywords, trying to see how they can better optimize their websites, right? And finding trends, conversion rate optimization, etc., as well as site audits. And this is something that we've been kind of getting also from the IC community, a lot of requests in regards to auditing sites. Now, there's different types of site auditing. You can kind of do a top-level site audit with a very top-level tool such as the one that we're using with the web scan, for example, and then you can actually do a real site audit, which you can actually get paid consulting hours to do so and provide a report. So we have several of these site audit reports that we provide. They're technical audits that we're providing the IC community, but we're finding that we're getting more of these requests, specifically with a little bit of larger organizations that now have a lot of data. They're looking at redesigning their website, better conversion rate optimization, so they rather do a bit of due diligence before they actually build a new site, which is the proper way of doing it, right? Again, these are probably companies that are doing 2.5 million and above in revenue. They do have a strong online presence. Perhaps they even sell online, so they want to have site audits completed for them. So interesting stat there. And this is actually a cool one. How much time are people spending on the following marketing activities? And basically, you can see a big trend on web or software. PPC, paid search, reputation management. That you're looking at some time being spent there. In social media marketing, you don't see as much as you would like to see, I guess. But this is a very important graph that you should kind of look at. So when you're providing a service to your clients, you will tend to see that SEO, SEM, like I said, it's number 1 and 2, but there's obviously other areas where you can definitely provide services or have an edge over your competition. Now, remember, I showed the top 5 services at the top of that are where the online marketers are spending their time, and these are the requested one: analytics, content creation, conversion rate optimization, which is tied to a little bit to a site audit, which could be a technical component as well. But these are trends that are happening as well. Conversion rate optimization, specifically with larger organizations that are looking at redesigning their website, whether it be e-commerce or B2B. great opportunity there. Content creation can be a bit of a challenge. So definitely, if you are going to develop a strategy for a company and be involved, make sure that you have the right resources. And this tends to be a little bit of a challenge all the time, content creation. But therefore there's an opportunity, right? Because sometimes people don't have, sorry, customers or clients or prospects don't have the expertise in-house to create content. Brand strategy, definitely very important. And also social media marketing. One of the other ones that I would add here, which is a combination of probably all of them in essence, would be a digital marketing blueprint, because we're, it kind of encompasses all of the above, and you put it together where you actually develop a strategy for them. So not just an online brand strategy, but also all the other components. So this is a very, very interesting. So again, they're actually even providing you with the raw data report. So it's a very, very interesting report that they've put together for you. 3,600, again, 3,600 online marketers participated. So it does show that there's some data, validated data. Very interesting. Excellent. To move forward now, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about YouTube. And, again, these are stats that you can actually use for your sales presentations. These are stats that you can also use on how to better improve your clients' overall online marketing, branding, online lead generation, etc. And our very, very often we get asked, and our team gets asked, I'm doing SEO, I'm doing SEM, what else can I do? And we always tell them, well, video optimization, and the biggest channel out there, and actually the second largest search engine, as I mentioned, is YouTube. So I wanted to share some interesting facts that will provide you with some ideas on how to approach your existing clients, and see how you can work out a package for them or a service for them regarding video optimization, and obviously optimizing them for YouTube. Because recent information released by Google has shown that more and more users are using YouTube as a search engine. Searches related to how to on YouTube are growing 70% year over year. So this applies to a B2B or a B2C business, right? So just about anybody can do that. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that all of you guys, including myself, I go into YouTube to find out, how to fix this, how to look at, how to review this, etc. So definitely the search engine has a huge popularity both on Google Web and video search. Why? Because now people, when they're searching on google.com, not only are they looking for your standard web searches, but they're also looking at video searches and what's happening there. So you want to make sure that when you're doing any type of video optimization and you want to put a YouTube strategy together, optimization is very important. As you can see, where YouTube stands versus the other ones, and I wasn't sure if you can see this. I try to make it as big as possible, but versus all of the other video directories, not underestimating, but you can see here that YouTube definitely has 91% of video-rich snippets. Here's a graph of the percentage share of video-rich snippets in Google. So again, this is how Wistia, which is a third-party company, did this report, and obviously 91%, you can say 92% of all video-rich snippets that are found or result in Google.com come from YouTube. Dailymotion, it's at number 2, Vimeo number 3. So you can see that these are the top ones. However, don't underestimate the other ones. As a matter of fact, our team uses all of these video directories, not just YouTube, but also the other ones as part of our optimization program. So very interesting for you to see that as well. Okay, so now how do you establish a presence on YouTube? So I'm going to share with you some of the best business practices that were shared by the Search Engine Land team. And again, you can actually review this online, but I just give you tidbits of information. So the first thing is establishing a presence on YouTube. What are the best practices? tits and bits. Number one, you want to make sure that you have a channel name, a branded channel name, right? And for example, in this one, the name of the company is called Elite SEM, so they have their channel branded name. All the time, even with larger organizations, I'm always finding that they still have company YouTube channels with a personal account. You want to make sure that you have a business channel with a business account. So, and number two, that business account and that channel have a business name. Now you can actually go as to do a couple of things. Add your channel icon, so branding. You can have a bit of what they call channel art banner. So the banner at the back, you want to brand it, right? As well as you want to create a vanity URL. There are certain policies in regards to creating a vanity URL. When you log into YouTube, pretty much they'll tell you what to do. Very simple, easy to follow process. There's some policies, to want to make sure that you're choosing the right vanity URL. But this is very important. If you want it, you have to have a channel name, branding, logo, some branding in the background, and a vanity URL. Okay. Number two, channel keywords and targeted country. Again, this is once you're logged into the YouTube account, you want to make sure that you're placing the appropriate keywords in the channel keywords element. Obviously, this will help your channel rank higher. Now, what we're showing right now is how to establish or how to set up your presence on YouTube, and that starts with your channel. Right? So this is to help your channel rank higher. Be sure to select keywords that are related to your business and that have search volume. So again, use some of your SEO research that can be transferred to YouTube. You also want to confirm within YouTube to see if those actually match. You can also leverage from Google AdWords Keyword Planner tool as well. And the other thing is you want to actually make sure that you select the targeted country you want to rank in. Okay, so this component here. So very simple to use. Nothing out of this world. The next thing is associated website. This is very key. You want to make sure that you're driving traffic from your YouTube channel to your website. So in order to do that, you have to make sure that you include an associated website, right? And linking your website will help establish your brand authority in the YouTube search results. So make sure that you actually write in, you type in your website, okay, and get that verified. The other thing is very important is an area of opportunity for many ICs to help their clients. It's to have a proper channel description and links, right? And not just link to your website, but also include social profile links as well, right? Their Facebook, their Google Plus, Twitter, etc. And you're gonna have a well-written description, very SEO, keyword optimized, right? So you got to treat it very similar to an SEO page, right? So this will help improve the rankability of your channel. And this obviously is the front end and the about us section, but when you log in, you pretty much be able to write the description. Typically, there's the best business practices do 250 to 300 words, right? In the description, don't over elaborate, but do 250 to 300 words of content. So just make sure that you follow those instructions as well. Okay, I know there's some questions coming up on this, and I will try to answer them as much as I can. And remember again, don't forget your social media. Channel homepage. So when you get to the homepage, there's a way that you actually can arrange or lay out the way your videos appear. So make sure that when you're in the back end of YouTube that you're doing the right thing, that you're utilizing all of the different tools they provide, such as the featured video feature. This will allow you to highlight a specific video that would automatically play when someone visits the channel homepage. So this could be a great opportunity to showcase a new product, a new service that has been released, that you just want to kind of people see as soon as they come to the YouTube channel, or even a corporate video, right? It's very well branded, and that will help boost engagement and can help you highlight specific information about your business or product, right? You should also highlight video playlists on the homepage to help users discover the different video content that you have uploaded. So again, you have some different videos that you can display. You want to display, you want to showcase. So make sure that you do that. The other thing is that you want to place links to your YouTube channel on your website and in your social profiles and emails. So this means that on your website, make sure that you have your social media icon pointing directly to your YouTube channel. So that way you get some traffic from your website pointing back to YouTube, as well as be open to sharing them on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Cross-pollination. The good thing about it is that it's kind of like that's how social signals work also, right? You want all these different social media properties in reality talking to each other, right? And the best way to do that is by even doing these little things, right? Adding the links, right? Allowing people to access it from different social media properties, most importantly from your website, right? When we do, sometimes we run reports for clients, our top level competitor reports analysis. I will tell you that probably about 7 out of 10 times we find when we're running the reports, we find that as we're doing these reports, we're unable to find Facebook, YouTube, Google Plus channels. And the reason is because those social media icons are not placed on the website, and vice versa. So if our tools can't find it, and we actually do it manually, imagine the person that's just looking for your brand, right? So you just want to have that visibility. Make sure that you add your linking properly, right? Place your links channel on your website and in your social profiles, like I mentioned to you. Now, this is a little bit of a repeat, and I apologize. I thought I had a different slide than this one. So the next thing that I want to share with you are, now we're looking at a specific video ranking factors. So now that you have your YouTube channel set up, right? So let's go back, sorry. Now that you have your YouTube channel set up, right, nicely with your feature videos, with your content optimized, with your playlists, etc., and the things that I just mentioned. Now let's look at let's go down one level. How do I optimize videos? Again, you can work with a production team to do that, but sometimes, you know what, you may just have a client that wants to have one video to start, right? It's a great thing, and you should encourage them to do multiple videos. I shared with you some professional videos last week, whiteboard videos. But again, if your client cannot afford to do professional videos, just grab your camera, have a script, and make sure you have a topic and a theme, and start really videotaping them. I know that some of the ICs that we work with, they're always providing us with videos. They just grab the little camera, they interview their customers on the how-tos or provide recommendations, etc. And you know what? It works. They get some traffic and they get some traction, and their videos rank online, right? So here are some of the things that are ranking factors for YouTube videos. And the beautiful part about this is that it's very similar to ranking an SEO page. Number two, you want to have the right proper metadata. So video titles, descriptions, and tags are the core ranking factors. So you want to make sure that you have the right keyword insertion in all three elements. So you want to pepper in those keywords, not overly optimize them, right? You want to pepper them in. You also want to use your primary keywords at the forefront of the video titles. Be sure to include links to your website and social profiles in video descriptions to help users easily navigate to your website. Again, I talked about this regarding putting the right links on your website and social profiles at the channel level. Now we're talking about each individual video. So keep it consistent. The other key factor is video quality. HD videos will rank higher than low quality videos. So even though you may be using, your own small video camera, just make sure that you're setting your video camera, and when you're converting that video to digital, and you're uploading it to YouTube, that you're using as much as possible the HD features. Right now, I'm not a videographer, but I've kind of done some of this myself, and if you have a bit of a shaky video, if you are using any of the Microsoft tools, you can easily kind of try to fix it as much as possible. Other than that, you know what, just reshoot it and do it properly. Not only will they annoy users, but also you may lose views and subscribers because you also get dislikes, right? So I want to make sure that your video quality is good. And as a matter of fact, YouTube has a built-in technology to notice to acknowledge whether your video is high quality or not, right? The other thing is views, likes, shares, and links. YouTube video ranks are affected by the number of views, likes on YouTube, and that's actually part of our adaptive SEO strategy. You want to make sure that you're published. There's a publishing component to your content. In this case, video content. So when a video is published on your channel, you should begin to distribution to help gain views, likes, shares, and links. How do you do it? Well, you can do a post on your website, a blog post on your website. You can also put it on your social media properties: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, everywhere. You can even do email marketing, right? So if you're doing any email updates, newsletters, make sure that you add your videos. So there's a lot of different ways that you can even do this, such as sharing it on social bookmarking sites like Reddit or StumbleUpon, which are social bookmarking sites. There's many ways of doing it. Now, if the video is relevant and significant enough, you can conduct outreach to targeted sites, blogs, etc., to gain exposure. This is an added step, right? We're actually doing this for a few of our clients who have great videos and are particularly specializing in a subject matter. So they're subject matter expert videos. We're actually reaching out to targeted sites to get our videos out there and get more traction from those videos. So you're kind of gaining, it's a win-win situation from a traffic perspective, from a branding perspective, but also from an SEO perspective as well. Okay. Oh, I think I had two of those. I apologize for that. Two of the same slide. Number 4, thumbnail optimization and annotations. Again, you wanna make sure that you utilizing the custom thumbnail feature for videos, and annotations can help increase video CTR, views, and shares. So each video you have the option to upload a custom thumbnail. This is a little bit more technical. I've never done this myself, but I know that our team does it for our clients. Specifically with annotations, it can definitely help you. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, you want to use subtitles and closed captions. Now here, again, you will spend a little bit more time optimizing each video, but YouTube does allow you to add closed captions for videos that have spoken word content. This feature opens up your content to a larger audience, including obviously deaf or hard of hearing viewers, and or those who speak languages besides the one spoken in your video. So if you're looking at targeting multiple languages in some essence, right, or multiple regions around the world, I say. The captions are actually crawlable by search engines, so this takes your video to the next level from a ranking perspective. So if you really have a great video that you want to share and that you want to get some traction, definitely go with add the subtitles and closed captions. Branding. While branding your videos does not directly affect video rankings, it does help increase brand authority and engagement. One of the things that you can do for this is really include a brand intro and an outro to your videos, right? And as a matter of fact, we are seeing some ICs, all they do is they work with a client and they pay a professional photographer, a videographer, to create a 15-second intro and a 15-second outro. I think it's about 15 to 20-second outro. And basically, they use the intro and the outro, and all they do every time is tape or create a video, and then using Microsoft video tools, they can actually just add the intro and the outro. So these are reusable things, and you're branding them. Okay, so how much would it take you? How much would it cost you to do an intro and an outro? A couple $100 at the most, right? Do it professionally with call to actions, and definitely, your client will have a good looking video, right? Intro and outro at least. So again, these are some of the things that you can actually do for your clients when it comes to YouTube optimization. So I wanted to share that with you today. I'm going to share the link if you just give me a quick second, and then I'm going to go into questions. I'm going to share the link here. Because you know what, sometimes we forget. We're so busy with our daily lives, and we know we have to do so many things, and we don't take the time to look at other ways of adding value to our clients. I thought this was a great piece of content that you should review and maybe put a strategy together for your clients. Because again, it's content marketing. So excellent. That takes us to the end. I know we had some questions, and I'm going to try to Um, okay, so it's an interesting question, and Molly's gonna have to help me with this. So just give me a quick second here. Uh, it says, given the relationship between Google and YT as well as the size, um, do Daily Motion and Vimeo have an impact on search engine rankings? Are they worth the effort to integrate them into all video publication? Yes, I would recommend you do so because it's like adding another hook out there in the ocean. And definitely, for example, you know, with video, with specifically with Daily Motion and Vimeo, we see that there is some traction from there, and we get from our clients. As a matter of fact, whenever we optimize a video, we also put it into we also submit it to different video directories, and Vimeo and Dailymotion are probably number 2 and number 3, right? Or 3 and 4, sorry. So I do recommend that you do cover those, Dailymotion and Vimeo. Now, does it really impact on search engine rankings? It does, but it's it's like a minuscule effort, minuscule aspect. It's not as big as YouTube, but it should be best practice that you should add it. Okay, so do integrate them. If you're working with a production team, the production team can typically uh, um, 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 can actually typically help you with that. Okay, and all it is really submitting it to their video directories. Now, there's a difference between just submitting it to the video directories than actually creating a video channel. So, if the question is, should I create a YouTube video, Vimeo, in a Daily Motion channel? That depends on the type of business. So that'll be more on a case by case scenario. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I sort of want to interject because I did say, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was going to say, just I quickly want to interject that they were stating that there's about 90% higher engagement rate with any sort of videos being basically applied to, your website versus any text-based links. And we're also indicating that YouTube and Vimeo are basically their best options because these two platforms have the highest domain authority and trust with the certain engine, search engine platforms. So we do highly recommend it if you could.
Holy, thank you, Molly. That's yeah.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
We don't need the back end. We don't need the team. We have the answers here, people. That's great. Yeah, like I said, I would recommend at least submitting it. Whether you want to create a channel for Daily Motion or Vimeo, that's another question because it does take time. So you definitely should get paid for that. But submitting it, definitely do that. Yeah, I think it's a great way of doing it. Because it does, Amalia did mention, it does have some good authority, right? So
Yeah.
excellent. And you know what? Even there goes to the point that even now, I think it's mail.co.uk, which a newspaper in English newspaper. They're getting a lot of when you're looking for videos, they do get a lot of exposure in their videos, and the videos posted on this video site gets a lot of results. So may look at that as well. But yeah, great question, great answer. Any other questions that we have here? Let me just look. I always have challenges with displaying the questions, but nope, I think that was it. If you have any, and if I missed anything, please feel free to email us, and definitely can a YouTube, oh, this is a great question by Mark. Can a YouTube thumbnail be used to change how the video link looks? That one, Mark, I'm gonna have to take back. I'm gonna have to ask the team. Let me just copy that, and then I'll let you know because that's a little bit technical, but I'll get that for you. Okay, excellent. I think those are okay. How can you tell? Okay, I mentioned that one. Okay, we have all the questions. Sorry about that. I'm trying to read all the questions here, but hopefully you had a great. We had a great webinar. Definitely keep YouTube in your pocket there, and as part of your overall SEO strategy, and also video optimization strategy. Have yourself a great week, and we look forward to having you. Anything else you want to add, Amalia, before we sign off?
No, that was great, and I look forward to next week.
Take care. Have
Okay,
yourself a great
take
week.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.